Anyways, let's go into the frontline news, and this is going to be pretty sad off the bat. So let's do this first. All right, so 2024, man, it's been taking away a lot of legends, right? And a number of beloved figures in the internet culture, anyway, including the Doge meme dog, Kabosu. Kabosu is a she, by the way, a female. For those who didn't know, she was 18 years old, so pretty long run for Shiba Inu. That it's definitely sad, but given right, she was very old. If you look at like recent pictures of Kabosu, she was old, right? And she was fighting cancer, like some sort of leukemia, and like a number of health issues, man. But she made it to 18. Like, goddamn, man. There was a statement from the owner saying, "To all of you who love the Kabosu, on the morning of 24th of May, Kabosu crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for your support over the years. She went very peacefully without suffering, as if falling asleep while the warmth of my hands petting her. Thank you all so much for loving Kabosu all these years. I am certain that Kabosu was the happiest dog in the world. That makes me the happiest owner in the world. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to everyone who has sent us much love to us." And yeah, this is one of the older pictures of Kabosu. Looks very happy, You can kind of see it in her eyes too, like she's starting to lose sight, but she never lost that smile. She never lost the happiness that she experienced in her 18 years, man. And who would have thought, right? Like this picture, right, would be like, big for a number of years, right? So pretty sad. But at least Kabosu, had a pretty long life and all that stuff. Just a second, Zawa. Hold on. There is something up with the audio here. I'm not sure. Right. Okay. You mean, yeah. Let me see what's going on here. I don't know why it did this. I wonder if how long. Let me see. Man, this stuff is cursed, man. I don't know what's going on as of late with this stuff. Yeah. Advanced. Let me see what's going on. Oh my goodness. I think what happened was somehow your audio wasn't coming through. Did you hear yourself when you were checking the audio, or?
Yeah.
Oh, strange. Okay. I don't know. Something was showing that it wasn't picking up your audio. I don't know. Well, good thing I caught it relatively early, like kind of ish. Not for like the entire the entire show. Hold on.
Yeah, you just see my
mouth moving. Sorry. So just in case somehow it didn't catch your stuff about Kabosu, could you repeat what you were saying? Yeah, rewind.
Okay. So reiterating what I said.
Yeah.
I was making not a point, but like an observation of how on some TV shows or other networks, they kind of like threw in like for like when Harambe passed away. Some TV shows did like little homage, or they did little Easter eggs. So I wonder for like Doge here, one of these TV shows are gonna do that.
Yeah, some.
Homage or Easter eggs for
Mm-hmm.
Kabosu. I could see. I don't know if it's still going. Chowder, not Chowder. Gumball. I can
Oh.
also see. I can also see Bluey.
Uh-huh.
Like a small little cameo or Easter egg.
Yeah.
But as a dog owner, 18 years is a fucking long time.
Yeah. No, it's very, very impressive for a Shiba. But I think that life expectancy has been going up for Shiba Inus. I'm not sure, but either way, it is impressive. Because I thought they were like at average like 13 years old or something, right? For life expectancy. You know, I heard that they go pretty early, kind of ish. But yeah, but either way, yeah. Kabosu, you know, either way is some sort of legend, right? So we'll definitely live on in the internet culture, right?
Yeah.
You know, forever, because we do have the picture, right? You know, it's funny, like she became like a Doge coin at some point, which is kind of weird if you ask me, but whatever. You know, but I guess it is what it is. You know, people try to like make money off of it, but either way, she was very happy. That's very important, and the owner did her best to give Kabosu a very happy life, even, you know, by the end of it. So thank you, Kabosu, for, you know, just providing that happiness to the world, right? With that famous face, even though maybe, yes, you know, the intentions were different, let's put it that way. You know, we got something out of it, right? And it'll forever live on in the internet. So a lot of people love this dog. We have to remember that this is a different dog from the Cheems one, right? You know, the what do you call, the bonk, you know, horny jail thing? Yeah, that picture, right? Different Shiba Inu, different Shiba who also unfortunately passed away as well during surgery. But with Kabosu, she peacefully went. So again, thank you, and deepest condolences to the owner and all of Kabosu's family and friends. So, all right, and then next one up, another sad piece of news. Once again, another actor from the Godzilla lineup passed away. Man, it's when you look at the Godzilla cast, a lot of people have went, you know, passed away or whatever. It's you know, but it is Akira Nakao. Nakao-san went at 81 years old. May 16th. So they waited for a week and then, you know, released the statement.
Yep.
He had a number of appearances in 6 films on Godzilla, including the Heisei and the Millennium eras. I always remember him as like the general or like the high commanding officer, right? Always play those sort of roles. But I also seen this actor in like a number of other ones, like including like the Yakuza stuff and like a number of things. Not just not like a dragon stuff, but like actual Yakuza movies, including Outrage, one of my favorite ones. And yeah, I mean, he also, speaking of Like a Dragon, he also appeared in some sort of game within the RGG universe called Judgment, or Judge Eyes, or Lost Judgment. as as a Genda-san. He's like a senior like lawyer kind of thing who works in the office with Yagami, the main character. He's kind of like the mentor for Yagami. And you know, he had his face and everything, animated and all that stuff, voicing him and everything. So great performances. He's definitely that great like mentor sort of person type of actor. Yeah, definitely brought it to the Japanese industry of entertainment for sure. From what I was able to gather, man. What do you remember him from? If you know, if you're in case you're familiar with this actor.
I mean, yeah, for me, it was mostly the Godzilla franchise.
Fair, yeah, that's fair.
And I think there was like other movies, but it was like really not obscure, but it's like some of those movies like, oh shit, when you think about it, oh yeah, you were in that movie or you were in that show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he was in yeah, I remember now. Because we had a channel here in Hawaii to watch Japanese shows and stuff.
Yes.
He was in the TV series of Great Teacher Onizuka.
Oh, okay.
He played the role of Hiroshi Uchiyamada. So I was like, oh,
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah. It's like I remember now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
But yeah, besides like Godzilla, yeah, that's pretty much all I know him from.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah.
he's one of those actors during Toho's reign of Godzilla. Like they will reuse the actor, but
Yes.
play like similar roles.
Yes. They're known to do
Which
that.
you think that each movie is connected, but they're not.
Yeah.
Until I think it was the Millennium's era,
Yeah.
where they really like try to make it a coherent story.
Yeah. 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 It is pretty funny of how Toho works. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm like adjusting the compressor on the audio side of things, but Toho is definitely infamous for that. They always reuse the actors, but it also gives you a sense of like familiarity. It's almost like like it feels like they're like a staple, right? Like you kind of like to see these people again in these like Godzilla films, whether they are playing the same character or not, you know. So it does have some pros, but there are some cons too. It's like, it's you can kind of see it as like lazy or whatever, or not giving other actors a chance to be on screen. But it kind of is what it is. Hate to say it, but for in this case here, I mean, him being on screen is always really nice, because again, he's like either that high commanding officer, or might have played like that nice old character kind of thing, or mentor. He definitely was very, very famous in Japan for sure. Very highly profiled celebrity for sure in Japan. But for us Westerners or Americans, we only got to see him like in a couple of other things, or just Godzilla, right? Besides just Godzilla. But nonetheless, I mean, if you do play the games from the RGG universe, you get to see him in Judgment and stuff like that. Great character too. On top of that, has quite a bit of screen time. But either way, though, it's pretty sad continuing to see people passing away and such. And I always say that thing, man. You hate to see it. You always hate to see it. So rest in peace, Nakao-san. Thank you for your hard work. You're leaving the footprint in the entertainment industry. and you will definitely be dearly missed. You know, because there are certain characters, man. Like, it's always that one character or a couple of characters that these actors are known for, and then when they pass away, it's like, man, it's not gonna be the same. You know, and he definitely left that impression, one way or the other. Anything else? Otherwise, we can definitely move on to this one. That's a little more. This is like, man, you know, such a shameful thing. So in Japan, a Japanese voice actor or seiyuu, Toru Furuya, known for like Yamcha and Tuxedo Mask, and more recently like Sabo from One Piece, got caught with being in a 4.5-year affair with an earnest female fan in her 30s as a 70-year-old man. He abused her, apparently, got her pregnant, and forced her to have an abortion. It's like, jeez, wow. I did not think I'd hear that from a Japanese voice actor, right? Like, there is far and few when it comes to these sort of situations, but whenever they do happen, it's like, oh man, it's like, wow. It does come off more of a big shock than anything. Are you familiar with this voice actor, first off?
Of course.
Yes.
Look at all of his. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
No. 5 of them are pretty much childhood. Like, you grew up listening to those.
Yes. Yeah, for me,
Amuro,
Amuro, yeah.
Amuro, Tuxedo Mask, Seiya, and Yamcha.
Right. Sabo came in later, but you know, Sabo is a very important character, right? So it is a shame to see that, right? Like, because you know, you're first introduced to someone like Sabo as this voice actor, but now that likely he's going to have to turn down these roles. They have
these roles. Or they're just gonna replace him.
Yes.
Outright.
Yes.
Which I don't want to sound mean, but it maybe is a blessing because Sabo rarely shows up in this current arc, right?
Yeah. So
they have time. They have time to find someone.
Yes.
Again, not trying to sound mean, but
yeah.
On a blessing in disguise, or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
The studio has like leeway.
They have some room to work with because he doesn't appear too often, luckily, in this part of the story. He will be appearing more and more as the story goes along, especially this being the final arc and everything. Of course, Sabo will be appearing more and more frequently. So, yes, luckily, like I get what you're saying. In the early part of things, quote unquote, not so much, other than the debut at Dressrosa and stuff like that. It hasn't really appeared much after, so. But it is a shame, like, you know, Yamcha, for example, Tuxedo Mask, and Amuro, for example, right? Very much, like, embedded with this voice, right? Seiya, same with Seiya. You know, now he's gonna have to get replaced because of his behavior. You know, something he could have stopped doing or not do at all. You know,
and it's kind of like how you were saying, like we rarely hear, you know, like voice actors, seiyus, or actors in general in Japan, you know, do stuff like this.
Yeah.
At most, for like the tokusatsu side, it's old news, but it's kind of recent. One of the Super Sentai actors got caught, you know, doing a lot of bad shit. What made it worse is that he kind of lied about it.
Oh,
like
no.
He kind of like went through. He kind of like said that, you know, he's going through depression, so he needs, you know, like some, you know, like he's going through hardship. So, you know, the fans, you know, sent letters of encouragement.
Yeah.
And then the week after, you know, he was caught doing like fucking very like questionable and underhanded shit. And now it's like because he did this, anything to do with the character he plays in the Tokus in the Super Sentai realm is gonna have to be either written out or it's gonna be like happen off screen.
Yeah, written out. Yeah, that's always the tough thing. Yeah, for sure.
And then again, we had another tokusatsu for the Kamen Rider side. He was caught shoplifting, but you know, when that happened, the series that he starred in was already done. He did his time, and he took his bad experience or his his rock bottom experience,
Yes,
and turned it around. And now he owns a bakery.
Oh wow!
And he's happy as fuck.
Okay,
And they did ask him a couple times, like, "Hey, are you interested to replay your character? You know, for an anniversary for the show, or those big collaborative movies between Super Sentai and Kamen Rider." And he's like, "Yeah, but it cannot be during these months because that's my business months." Like it's like, man's got priorities.
Yeah, he's really into the baking. Yeah, man. All right, that's But unfortunately, I think in this situation, this is
in this situation, he's slowly going to be blacklisted.
Yeah. It's
and I do also know that the agencies at Japan are strict as fuck.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So they're not even gonna slap the wrist. They're gonna get the freaking hammer and just go like, okay. Unless he works out a deal with the district attorney or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know the laws in Japan.
Yeah, they kind of do work a little differently, how like laws and like the whole court culture thing and like lawyers and all that stuff work. So it's hard to say like how these actors are going to come back if they do at all, right? What's the charge? What's the punishment, right? So to say, what justice he will face and such like that.
Better call Sal.
Because we've had a similar situation. We talked about a similar situation with a different voice actor, Sakurai-san, not obviously the game developer Sakurai, but the voice actor Takahiro Sakurai, who voices like a number, like a plethora of characters, including Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Had a very similar situation with the affair and everything. So I don't know how that's been panning out, but that one sounds like he just had like I don't want to say normal affair, but like just like he went out with a different girl or a different woman or whatever. But it sounds like this voice actor did some pretty horrible things. What it sounds like, the abuse and the forced abortion thing is like, wow, that's damn. I wanted to bring up this part here because Jason Ko translated the statement via Google Translate, but okay. So he says, recently Toru Furuya was interviewed by Weekly Bunshun. I would like to apologize and report the big sin I committed. I had an affair with a female fan for a long period of 4.5 years until September of last year. I was attracted to her sincere support, so I contacted her myself and started a relationship. During our relationship, there was one time when we got into a conversation and I couldn't help but raise my hand. It was the worst thing I could have done as an adult and as a human being. I also made the unforgivable mistake of causing an abortion. I am truly sorry for having deeply hurt the other woman, both physically and mentally. I cannot apologize enough for betraying the trust of the fans who have supported me over the years, disappointing them, hurting them, and tarnishing my character. I have betrayed the trust of all parties involved and have caused great inconvenience. I will spend the rest of my life making amends with all my heart. I am prepared to receive any punishment. I am very sorry, Toru Furuya. So that's the end of the statement. Translation, yes, from Google Translation, so it might sound a little rough here and there, but yeah, that's the rough idea anyway of what he has said in his statement. So that's, yeah, I mean, that's really all could be done, you know, and I don't see this voice actor coming back. That's just my personal thing, my personal prediction anyway. Yeah. I think few people have like sort of like that opportunity to come back just because they're so hyperphilic and like so popular, or they voice like some of these characters that are so popular, like they are, you know, in their eyes irreplaceable, you know.
Yeah,
and obviously that does play into like favoritism, obviously, so we'll see about that. Yeah, we'll definitely see about that.
Not really like the voice actor for like Vice, for like Kamen Rider Revice, for the character named Vice. His voice actor is Shubaru Kimura. You might have heard him from lots of other animes and stuff, but it's more like he's a well-known, like, to be racist, like.
Oh,
but
okay.
I guess because of his voice alone, you know, like they cannot, they cannot just go like,
right,
racist, get fuck out.
Right.
Again, it's different in Japan.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, for me, like, yes, I know you're racist, but I like your character, so I can
separate. Yes. Yeah.
separate.
Right.
But again, for what Furuya san did, it's like you cannot really forgive him.
It leaves that like sour taste, right? A lot more than
not stigma, but it's like like a sour taste, or like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's, you know, when it comes to that, like what you were saying, it's very much like, it's kind of like, I hate to put it like this, but like it's kind of like an opinion, right? Or like beliefs, right? Based off of beliefs, so you can kind of put it under the rug, whereas this is like something, you know, like that's like, this is like how do you forgive that, right? Like how do you know, right? How do you like, you know what I mean, like not think of that, because that's like actually fucked up, you know. Even he, like, I guess he's what he said, like raised a hand on her and everything, forced abortion, right? That's like, you know what I mean, like, wow, you know, actual like things, right? Whereas it's, you know, you can kind of brush off the beliefs and whatever, like political beliefs, whatever beliefs, to the side, you know what I mean,
and just enjoy the character voice.
Right. But now it's like, you know, for this example,
now
right?
Now that you know what they actually did, is like,
you know, like, oh man, this, you know, Yamcha voiced by an abuser, right? Or someone who forced, you know, an abortion on somebody. It's like, wow, man, you know, that's like, that definitely is harder to separate.
It hits harder. It also hits harder for both you and I, because of Sabo. Because
Sabo,
like, he's like, that's not Sabo.
yeah, exactly.
Because some people are going to go down that road. It's like, why do you like Sabo? Because that means you like abusers. It's like, what?
Right, no.
Because, you know, people are going to do that.
For sure.
Try their damnness to just say, like, because you like this character, you also are for abusing because that's what the voice actor did. It's like, no. I like Sabo because he's awesome. He's carrying the will of Ace.
Yes, yeah, right, yeah. It's so, yeah,
He
kinda,
uses a fucking pipe.
right. Kind of the same with like that situation with the Harry Potter situation, right? With the game, right? Like, oh, because the what do you call it, the creator or whatever supports
It's
anti,
transphobic.
it's transphobic. Yeah,
Transphobic.
you're transphobic. It's like what? No, what?
Yeah, you're transphobic.
You're supporting a
you're
transphobic
this.
person. Yeah.
It's like no. It's like I like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I don't like her. I like the world.
Yeah.
She exists in my world of my it's like calm down.
Right.
It's like that old meme from like Twitter.
Mhm.
You could say you like pancakes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh,
Yes.
so waffles not good enough for
Yes.
you. It's like that.
Yes.
That's a different sentence.
Yes. That's a reach. Yeah, that is a reach for sure. Right. Yeah.
But but overall, everyone, it's just going to be hard now to see how these characters are going to be voiced in the future.
Yeah, they're gonna be voiced by different people, man. So it's gonna be
It's going to be a different people, or if it's still going to be him, but it's like lesser lines than usual.
maybe at best probably like smaller roles or something, but yeah, either that or he has to go by a different pen name or actor name or something. Yeah.
Or the again the agency is going to have to do like a really bang up job to explain to the anime studios like why should we hire him to voice this character.
Yes.
But again, we don't really know about Japan's laws and how it works out.
Yeah. We'll see.
Leave it at that.
Yeah. But yes, it is a bombshell for those who like love Japanese voice actors and stuff like that. Because I mean, like I said earlier, man, you really don't see this often, really, in comparison to like American voice actors alone. Like, the stuff with Vic Mignogna and Monica Real, that situation, and like even on Genshin's side of things, right? There was that horrible voice actor that was like soliciting and stuff with younger fans. It's like, oh man, they got his ass out immediately, So yeah, but yeah, I mean, nevertheless, I mean, humans, right? I mean, there's gonna be that type of stuff in every country, man. No country is ever perfect, man. Even like as respectable as Japanese people are, there are there are gonna be people who do nasty things, terrible things. There are plenty of terrible people in Japan too. All right, so let's get on with relatively optimistic news, depending on how you're looking at it. Square, where you're coming from. Square Enix has this was like a couple weeks ago at this point now, but yeah, they announced they're shifting to a multi-platform strategy as part of their new business plan. The group, quote unquote, will aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy that includes Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, and PCs, especially in regards to major franchises and AAA titles, including catalog titles. So it's like, oh, now you want to fucking, release these games everywhere else. Yeah, see how that panned out, Square? I think, I think though they could have continued this strategy if it weren't for like their NFT stuff, the foam, what was it, foam stars was it, and then like
Foam Stars.
Yeah, and then like games like what was it, Forspoken, and what was the other bad one, the Babylon's Fall. My god,
Babylon's Fall.
yeah.
But you know, you gotta give it to like the new president, CEO.
Yeah.
Like he is trying to clean up, but he has
Yeah.
like a big ass like shit pile that he,
Yeah.
he barely scraping the surface of.
Yeah, he definitely has to put on the rubber gloves, the you know those like yellow
Fucking rubber gloves. No, he needs the hazmat
the
suit
hazmat
already.
suit.
With the with like a fucking like three fire hoses tape at once to just try and like
Yeah. You like tape off the glove, like you know, like where the cuff is. Like you get like tape off like everything, like the ankle and like the neck and all that stuff. Man, yeah, no, he's gonna go in to clean that shit up. Yeah. You know, man, I mean, it's always been annoying that, you know, these games are only on, the PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 or whatever, especially with Final Fantasy. And look at how that turned out. Like, it didn't work out because, of course, only one fucking group can get this game, right? What do you know?
Which, I still laugh at people saying like, you know, when it, because FS7 is still, you know, all kind of console exclusive and all that jazz,
Yeah.
but I just laugh at those just that keep saying like, oh, it's so hard to find a PS5 out in the wild, and it's like, were you looking hard enough? Or you just saying it?
It was, but yeah, that definitely is not the case anymore because at this point, like either enough people have PS5s or they just kind of don't care about PS5s or they just care more about PCs. Like, you know, you can go get it, but no, I mean, like the fact that they are just like so annoying about this sort of strategy is like, yeah.
It's like it took you this long to realize, yeah, your shit not working.
Yeah. You ain't no Nintendo, man. That's yeah. I think at this point only Nintendo can do it. You know?
Yeah.
Like there will be exclusives like Horizon and like Last of Us and shit like that, but even then, like they've been releasing it on PC, so it's like I don't know.
But it's also like the fucking like whatchamacallit? With Nintendo they kind of have like decades to kind of say, yeah, we're console exclusive. Our games are console exclusive. Because you know why? Because you and your kids grew up with us, bitch.
Yeah, I know. Right. They have that branding, right? They have like you know, that image of, you know, making the hardware and then making those games for that hardware. Yeah.
Or if we want to like really dig deep into our history, you guys played playing cards with us.
Yeah.
Live.
In the late 1800s. Yeah, you're right. You know.
Yeah, remember, kids? Nintendo wasn't a video game company. They were a playing card game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like regular playing. It was Hanafuda, right? It was.
I think it was. Yes. Yes, Hanafuda. Yeah.
And if you guys ever want to learn how to play Japanese card game, play Hanafuda. It's really fun.
Okay. I actually never have sat down and play a full game of Hanafuda, but all right.
But yeah, with back at Square.
Yes.
Like okay, how are you gonna fix this? What was it last week or a few days ago? They just said, oh here, the entire series saga of Kingdom Hearts going to Steam. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's mostly all the final mix version, the updated, you know, versions of the games, and
yeah, each game, yeah.
You know, Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna have the latest update or the last update of the game. To which, again, for me as a Kingdom Hearts player, game player, that update didn't do shit.
Oh yeah.
It was just fucking cutscenes that should have been in the game, but it really didn't bring any story, you know, to light.
Uh-huh.
To which I still think like the reason why they made that update is to shut everyone up about like where's the Final Fantasy character? Oh yeah, here they are. Okay, well, what are we supposed to do with this?
Right.
Look! It's Leon. I mean Squall. It's Aerith. It's everyone that you wanted. I wanted to fucking play with them. Like I wanted to be in Radiant Garden fighting with fucking Squall. You know, killing Heartless.
Yeah.
Oh well, Disney didn't allow us. Yeah, Disney. Which is true because you could see that Kingdom Hearts 3 Disney was everywhere in that fucking game.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame Nomura, but I kind of want to blame them.
yeah.
Fucking backbone.
Right.
I mean, the guy's already heard my bitching about Kingdom Hearts 3 with Nomura of how much I hate him about how he handled Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which again, Nomura, you have until the end of this year to show something of Kingdom Hearts 4, or else you're off the project.
Right.
That was his deadline.
Kind of almost forgot about that being a thing.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
I think that's what Nomura's hoping that the higher ups
People just
are like.
just people just forget. Yeah.
It's like forget about the timeline that I need to do this.
Right.
Have this ready.
Yeah, because he's like, what he's also doing the 7 remake stuff, right? Supposedly, right?
Well, he was the main person for 7 remake. Then for Rebirth, he took a backseat, but he was still like a consultant.
Yeah.
And then with the third one, that's probably not going to be out till like what? 2027. That would be nice. 27 is when we're going to have any news of it. But if Nomura was smart, when Rebirth was slowly, getting finalized, that's when he would like take little by little, like group handful of people to start working on the the next final game to have that head start. That's my like theory crafting. Like that's what he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, hopefully this strategy works out. I'm sure it will, but but we'll see where this goes. There's always the possibility of not working out somehow, and Square's like, oh well, we tried, that sort of thing, and then go back on the console exclusive thing. Maybe there might be that one game that'll be just for PlayStation, and then hopefully the rest of them will be everywhere else. But hopefully they don't like go overboard with it, where it's like, oh yeah, they need to be, this game needs to be running on Switch also, so they have to take that extra time, manpower to like make it run on the Switch, for example, right? Although with the Switch 2 or whatever the fuck is going to be called, I mean, hey, maybe not so much. I don't know. But again, we'll have to wait. Alrighty.
Well, I hope the Switch 2, since you brought up, is affordable and not like it's gonna break the bank.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. Especially with the scalping. That's gonna be a doozy. But hopefully this won't be a doozy with PlayStation naming not one but 2 CEOs, Hideaki Nishino and Herman Hulst. So how this is going to work is that I believe, let me try to get this right, with Hulst, excuse me, he is going to be leading the business side of things for Sony, whereas Nishino, having to come from a game dev background, will be handling the creative side of things. That's what I'm trying to gather, or that's what I gather here. So sounds like a pretty sound strategy, and it already seems like they're trying to start to like you know, make Sony a better place and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll ask for games that are like, you know, more on the creative side, whereas, you know, someone like Jim Ryan was like, you know, trying to make games like, you know, Horizon and Last of Us and all that stuff like happen. Hopefully we'll see more diversity and stuff like that when it comes to video games. You know, try new things or try to bring back some certain things that deserve some limelight. I don't know. Kind of wishful thinking, perhaps, but yeah, we'll see how this works out for sure. Not, I mean, it's, you know, hard to tell right away beyond what I said, but it sounds good, right? Having, you know, instead of like one person being busy with like a lot of things and multitasking, you have like two people handling like, you know, this stuff, right? Any comment you wanted to throw in regarding this piece of news for Sony?
Are you for or against the players?
Right. We'll see about that for sure. What if whatchamacall? One was for the players and when the other is not. So it's like they'll have like the butting heads thing. You know? We'll see about that. Alright. We are done with the frontline side of things. Now we can fire up the games news. Alright. So games news, meanwhile,
at the games news.
yeah. So one of the modders that was working on some Mortal Kombat 1 stuff, you know, I guess the one that was putting in all the Disney princesses and stuff like that, got some sort of like, I guess like a cease and desist, it sounds like, maybe, but they warned him and want to have his the content pulled offline. Well, this is allegedly anyway, threatening to destroy his channel. So it's like, oh fuck, jeez, kind of like Nintendo, but damn. But there is a little more to it than that, because this person unfortunately put a paywall behind those mods. So yes, of course something like that's gonna happen.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know if you got wind of that news, but what do you make of that?
I know about the modding scenes, like it's always going to run its course, because you know it's going to get so super big that it's going to catch the eyes.
Yeah.
But then for the part that, you know, like, okay, you know, I'll just put it behind a paywall so, you know, people can still use it. It's like, no, you're just putting a bigger target on your back.
Yeah, you know, I get it. Like, you know, gotta make money somehow. You know, you got your hustle or gotta make it into a hustle somehow. But when it comes to stuff like this, yeah, you're putting a big target on your back. You know, when you're dealing with IPs and properties and such like that, already established characters and such like that. And even, of course, yes, on top of that, you're doing this on another property, right? You know, Mortal Kombat. You know, it's not like you're modding your own game or anything like that. So obviously, yeah. Now, luckily, you know, for when it comes to Capcom, they're cool with it, right? We have Arxis being, I guess, cool with it, as long as they're not monetizing it or anything like that. So yeah, in this case here, I think this person was monetizing it, so they had it coming. You know. So with that, like, yeah, okay, you know, a little less sympathetic, but at the same time, like, damn, man, Warner Brothers is not fucking around with that shit. If he wasn't and did it for the pure fun of it, then okay, then I'm like, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I'll be on this guy's side. But if the monetization thing is true, then yes, obviously, he had it coming. All right, so this one is Genshin Impact, so I'm probably gonna be doing the talking, but I'll be brief about it because they finally fucking put another game mode that's permanent. Genshin has been very infamous for trying to being casual, even though the game is like full of like combat and stuff like that. There's an emphasis on combat, and they're like, in the past, like one of the people being interviewed were like, oh, we don't want to induce anxiety and stuff, that's why we don't put these like battle modes and stuff like that, or the combat modes. But it's like, well, you're making a fucking gacha game. Of course you're playing around with people's anxiety and FOMO and shit like that. Why do you have these events that only come around once a year, or not at all, especially with the weapons, right? Like there are exclusive weapons that are great 4-star replacement or 4-star choices for certain characters. And yeah, if they miss out, it's like, well, they're fucked. They missed out. That's pretty much a 1-to-1 situation with how FOMO works, or what happens. And yet they're showing concern, quote unquote, about people's anxiety, right? So it's like, why do this then? But finally, I guess they don't give a fuck anymore about people's anxiety, because they're putting finally another thing of combat content into here, starting from June 16th, and they're gonna keep updating and stuff like that. Not only that, but they got these rewards and stuff like that, so it's pretty nice. And I guess they'll like rotate around for like each element and stuff like that, blah blah blah. And I guess with that too, the Spiral Abyss will have some sort of changes too, because obviously, yes, the Spiral Abyss kind of gives out like kind of abysmal amount of gems. So they're increasing it to like, now you can do like half a 10 pulls, so 5 pulls. Okay, whoop-de-doo. But with the theater, it's called Imaginarium Theater, by the way, for the new mode. They will give out quite a bit of rewards, including not just the gems, but also like the in-game currency, experience books, so on and so forth. So there is quite a bit to do once that update rolls out. And then let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. The June 16th part is for the Spiral Abyss, I guess. They're like adjusting something, but the theater, or the Imaginarium Theater, will be coming July 1st. I apologize. So yeah, it is something, but it took them 3 fucking years to now starting to add content. It's ridiculous. And on top of that, they're still like stingy about like the resin cap, or the stamina cap. I mean, they're going to increase it to 200, but a game like Star Rail already has 240. First off, they're still giving out free 10 pulls like every other day, every other update, right? And like and the fact that like Genshin gives out nothing when it comes to free pulls, is just weird. It's just odd, considering how many people are still playing this game. And like, they still want to treat their players like that, when the same game, or the game from the same company, Star Rail, is like, they already have all these like quality of life updates, giving out free pulls like nothing in comparison to Genshin. And just, yeah, it's so strange that They don't even consider like, oh yeah, we should probably do what Star Wars is doing, you know. But nah, man, they do fuck all, you know, with the updates. It's so strange. It's like you literally have that kid next to you, wide open, so you can copy his homework and everything, and they're just like, nah, you know, and then they just write up, still winding up like writing the wrong answers and everything, you know. But the kid next to you was like wide open, like even showing like, hey, like, you know, you keep getting those answers wrong. Here's my answer right here. Like, you know, take it, you know.
Yeah, it's like that. Well, like that meme again. Like the kid trying to figure out what's 3 plus 2, and then their friend is like, I draw the hand, right? You're not wrong, but you're fucking dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? Literally, they can, like, copy those things over to here in Genshin, but they don't. And they just winding up updating the wrong, not the wrong thing, but, like, they just keep updating these things that is not combat. Like, the Serenity Teapot, which is basically, like, you know, the kind of like building your own, like, little yard or whatever, right? Kind of like you build your house, or you could place your house right there, quote unquote house right there. You can kind of like play like a maybe build your own sort of like diorama kind of thing. Kind of like Animal Crossing. Think of it like that, kind of.
Yeah, it's like also like, as you keep saying there, the blueprint is there.
Yeah.
Why you not do it?
Right, exactly. And yet for each event update, they do have these new combat modes, but it's only for a limited time. They're not permanent. They don't stick around. And what's funny is that Star Rail, for each event, they actually have them in a sort of memoriam, meaning even if you do miss out on them, you can actually go in there and do the event. So you really don't have any FOMO, in a sense. So that's like that extra mile that they're taking, and yet Genshin is just like, I don't know, they got that stick up their ass or something, man. I don't know what's up with that, but they're, you know, I don't know. Maybe they're sniffing their own. They like to sniff their own farts or something. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you make a lot of money and shit, but damn, you're man, you're so stingy about that kind of stuff. Why? It doesn't cost you that much to give out free gems. It literally costs you nothing. It just makes more players like, damn, oh, I want to pull more. You know, keeps that appetite, you know, going. Right? And even like the target audience, which is like a lot of the Chinese players, are starting to get fed up with it. Even they are starting to like be like, hey, I mean, where's this stuff? Why aren't we getting these free pulls like Star Rail is? You know?
It's like, well, you see, because of this and this, and we cannot really pull it over here. So,
yeah.
But why?
Right.
We don't know.
But yeah, it is something, sure, but you know, they gotta do more too, because there's a game called Wuthering Waves, and all the big like content creators have been like playing that game. They've been like already praising it, because the devs for that game were like, oh, we messed up on something, we're gonna give a free 5-star pull or something. I was like, what the fuck? Like, wow, look at that. You know, I already have a couple of friends hopping on to Wuthering Waves, and they're just like, yeah, this they're already giving out shit, like, more than Genshin ever could. Yeah. So, like, yeah, that game blew up during the beginning of the pandemic and all that stuff, but now all these other companies are starting to like catch up. They're coming out with their updated version of like this Genshin-esque game, and in some avenues it does it better. And yet Genshin is just like, again, very prideful and stingy, and they're just, I don't know, they just want to stick to their course. So, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe because Wuthering Waves is around, they finally got some fire up their ass, and now they're starting to release all this, this type of stuff. And yes, by the way, they teased their new region, so new world or whatever, world level and stuff like that. And soon enough we'll be able to get to the new region and get to meet the new Archon and everything. So, how about that? And it is going to be Pyro this time around. So, because right now we're in Hydro, now we're getting to Pyro, and then right after that is the final one, I believe, which is Cryo. And then we already kind of know what the Cryo Archon is like, because we already know she's female. So hopefully with that means Nanolin, the Archon for Pyro will be male at the time, I guess. Because right now it is now pretty much female dominant, I guess you could say. Well, technically it could be half and half. I don't know, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, kind of spoiler territory. So anyway, I don't want to get into that. By the way, Genshin needs to get things going fast, because more and more games are going to pop up, and it's starting to make Genshin look like nothing, right? Or just like this casual little baby game, while everywhere else is going to have all these like free polls and like these player centric things and all that stuff. And meanwhile, anniversaries, exactly, the anniversary stuff, like, I still like Genshin, don't get me wrong. I love the story and the world and all that stuff. The lore is great, but fuck, man, you're making it like that much harder for players to enjoy it.
Yep.
Zario's like getting all these toys and shit, and who knows, Zenless Zone Zero, like how much that game is going to get love, right? Then Genshin.
We can only hope.
We can only hope. Yeah. We shall see. But all right, move on to the last bit here, which I'll play this one, I guess. For the visual entertainment news and extras and stuff like that. So speaking of Godzilla, I thought I'd put this into here. It's just a little clip by a fan. It's so very random, but hey, you can do it because he's a modder or whatever. So
don't you dare! I saw you almost touch.
I know.
Touch the post screen. I was like, don't you?
I know.
I was about to throw this Vicks bottle at you. Like, don't you fuck it there.
Yeah. It's so random. It's just like funny. Yeah. So basically, we have MonsterVerse Goji roaring. It kind of like basically like like that the stunt from Jackass, where somebody was like sitting on the armchair, and then there's the plane jet engine, whatever, just blowing. That stunt. But we have Joel turn
or like when you're in the theater and they did that stupid the THX thing,
the sound. Yes.
Yeah.
THX sound. Yeah.
I fucking hated my parents because they were like really high end entertainment techies, so they will have like the fucking surround speakers
Oh yeah.
hooked up. The fucking volume will be like really unnecessary high. That
Yeah.
every explosion actually shook the house, and it's like I'm gonna become deaf before I hit 50.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. So this clip just has like, I don't know, a bit of everything. So it has like Godzilla, it has Jalter sitting in the seat. You know, I like the expressions too. Like you can really see it's actually pretty well animated for what it is. You know, this person has talent for sure. And then Jalter, Jalter, by the way, Jean Alter in Fate Grand Order. And then just have like a bunch of just random crap like this janitor's fucking cart with the bucket and everything, broom, all that stuff. Oh my god, he's actually bringing up his phone. The what do you call it? The Spinosaurus, what do you call it? And then
You got it right.
yeah, and then this random thing from
Okay, so that crab is from League.
Oh, is it from League? Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's Haruhi, I think, on top of it. Like a chibi version of Haruhi. And then even off to the side, like in the background a little bit, we have Klee sliding. And then like the last second, I think what hit her? Let me see.
A T-Rex.
Oh, it's a T-Rex. Okay. And then you have like
a random T-Rex.
yeah, it's a random T-Rex. Because why not? And you just have like random shit in the background, which I'm sure are from like different games or movies or something. Yeah. You know, I'll just play again just for the sake of it. So random. So random.
You know, if this was real, I would do something like this, but I'll be like that guy. Remember, he was holding the American flag, and it was like fucking thunderstorming. He's just like in the.
Yeah.
That would just be me, like yes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. You'd be the guy.
And you guys would be like in the house going like, "So get your ass back in here." It's like nope, nope.
I must embrace this wind.
My grave.
Yeah. This will be my grave. Oh man. But yeah, anyway, the power of having, I don't know if it's like unity or what is it?
It's a mixture of Unity and that other model animated studio that you can go on Steam.
Gary's mod or something.
No, source film.
Oh, source film. Oh, okay. Open source.
There are models already made like this that you can just pull and stuff. It just depends on like what are you more comfortable with.
Oh, okay. Right. It's
in animating and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like Adobe Premiere versus like Final Cut or something. It's like, yeah, what are you more comfortable with, you know, for editing software or video editing software. Last one up is second to last one. It does involve with Godzilla once again. Oh my god, what are you pulling now?
So right now it's James Moriarty, the ruler version. I already got it already, but it's just that I don't have Don Quixote.
Oh, okay.
Don Quixote, I don't have it. I don't want him. Just saying. What I do want is BB. I don't know if you can see her.
Not
BB.
Somewhere. Oh, okay.
I have her. But I gotta wait because next month is a unit that I want.
Yeah.
And then the end of the month is Moon Mother.
Oh,
It's finally coming. So
okay.
it was like shit.
Yeah.
Gotta save.
Yeah.
And cry. Pray to whatever deity.
Well, more on Godzilla in a way, because Godzilla Kong New Empire has surpassed $560 million at the global box office, putting it on track to become the MonsterVerse's highest grossing installment. So, yeah. Yeah, territories such as U.S., Canada, another 366 million, and other territories for worldwide 561 million. That's pretty big. And it's only behind, of all things, Kong Skull Island, which yeah, makes sense. Kong Skull Island was a really good movie from the MonsterVerse side of things. And it says it's only 7 million behind now, with Kong's 500 million, or 568 million in the lifetime box office haul. So yeah, I mean, the movie is great for what it was. It's highly
It's
pop.
great for it was, and
Yeah,
from people who are taking it like the wrong way, it's the reason why some of the CGI looks kind of wonky is because they just didn't want to have an expensive movie to make, so
yeah,
they took some cuts, and look what happened. It fucking grossed better.
yes,
Whereas you had King of the Monster, really beautiful, well crafted, not really well crafted, but like you could see like it's day and night, like
yeah. Literally day and night.
what had love and what kind of had love, but it's like kind of pushed to the side.
Yeah,
And King of the Monsters fucking did poor. Because it was so expensive, they barely made back money.
Yeah.
Here they did like not really an experiment, but just like what if we just cut down the cost of our animators and see what happens. Oh shit, we actually gross higher.
Especially if you cut the right corners, like you're gonna actually make more bang from your buck, kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But when it comes to like the ones that are complaining, they're just nitpicking.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I saw a thread that they were bitching about how the water looked fake when it was coming off of Godzilla when he was emerging from the water for the first time. I'm like, oh my god, you must be the same people that worked at IGN that said the first Spider-Man game was fucking too much water.
Too much water. Yeah. Fucking. What was it? Oh no, it's the same people that like bitch and complain about God of War. Is like, oh, that boat is from the same older game or whatever, so fucking -1 point or something, or like what they reuse assets,
They
like,
reuse assets. It's like,
bitch, it's a fucking boat. Like what are you fucking so tied up about?
I'm sorry, what do you want the boat to fucking look like? A fucking Pocahontas canoe?
You want it to be like those like Viking ships with the long, like the head or whatever, the long
like head, the fucking oars. You want fucking like 6 oars when you don't even have a fucking crew? What?
Yeah, right.
and it's like, and bottom line is, it's a Godzilla Kong movie. It's basically you bitching about some people are bitching like the human character's storyline is not what Godzilla is. It's like, clearly you haven't been watching old Toho fucking movies.
Right.
Toho breathe heavy on the fucking like human elements. But again, bottom line, this is a monster movie. Like, you can look past the human stuff and just go like, big monster, they fight.
Yeah.
I happy.
Oh yeah.
And people again like bitched about the Scar King being useless. It's like, no, that character had personality.
He did have personality, but we were just kind of like expected to feel like he's a threat. That's
You
I know.
were expected.
Yeah.
I just liked Scar King because again, he just had the personality, and he fucking just like he had charisma.
He did. Yeah. Right.
And then when you look at like King Ghidorah from King of the Monsters, what do? I'm angry.
I destroy. I mean, he looks awesome.
He's like,
Don't get me wrong, but
oh, okay. What else?
no.
My 3 heads have individual.
I was about to say that. Yeah, the heads.
It's like, yeah, only
One of
Kevin
them.
San had like the personality. Ichi and Ni, you guys were just pissed off.
Yeah.
Like if I fucking breathe next to you, you'd be like, fuck this. Sorry. And then when we bring up to like Godzilla versus Kong, people hated when Godzilla smiled. I was like, that's fucking Toho.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
So
the facial stuff with Toho's suits didn't show, but you could tell like Godzilla was having fun in those movies. The fuck.
the dance.
It's like Jesus, here. Watch the Showa era of Godzilla. That's basically what some of these like elements of these legendary films are taking. Paying homage and
paying homage.
Like, it was like thank you Toho.
Yeah.
I'm still mad that we still didn't get a scene of Godzilla's on the side of a mountain and Kong just coming down the mountain just ran him over.
Oh.
Still mad that we didn't have that. We had the tree, down the throat, but I was like, come on, more goofy shit.
Yeah.
To which again, like, I did recently watch the Godzilla versus Godzilla and Kong New Empire through memes because it's still not available on Amazon.
Yes. Yeah.
I still find it fucking hilarious. Kong is in Egypt. Godzilla's all the way at Gibraltar. They're fucking like 1,000 miles apart. And they're pretty much like the two kids at each end of the street yelling at each other.
Oh man, that's that's right.
Yes, the Egypt fight was like fucking hilarious. I was like, it's like, why are you guys so mad? This is fucking hilarious. This is actually.
I love the when Kong was like, no, like like doing this, and Kong's just fuck you. Didn't give a shit.
Like when I was watching it again with my friends, we were actually commentating like how like what would they be saying like to each other. So Kong would be like, wait, you how many fucking times have I told you not to fuck? So,
yeah.
Like, and then Mothra comes up, stops the fight, and it's like Godzilla's like personality is like wife. And Kong, it's like off screen, like
yes, honey.
The Kong's like the fuck. Why was she over there? Why was she down there? Why is she no help?
Right.
I was getting my ass kicked.
Yeah.
But sadly, again, everyone with the legendary Godzillaverse right now, or Monsterverse right now, it is ended right now. The contract is ended.
Okay.
So, but because of this, recent success, probably Toho is just going to extend it for another 10 years.
Yeah, renew it, update it, hopefully revisions. Because
on a technicality, the last production, before the contract ended, is season 2 of Monarch.
Okay.
So that's the technicality of like where it got cut off.
Okay.
But because of recent, again, the global box office, might be like, fucking, you know what? We're going to extend it. Hopefully, again, extend the contract.
Yeah.
Or the licensing.
I hope so, man.
Because what Legendary wants to do is like the next Godzilla Kong movie is going to focus more on Godzilla. To which that's where they kind of want to break away from Godzilla and Kong for a while and focus on the other monsters.
Oh.
they want to focus on Mothra because she's back. She's flying around in Hollow Earth,
Yeah.
and we don't know where the other monsters are. Ish. We don't know where Rodan is. We don't know where Behemoth. No, Behemoth is defeated. He's not dead. Scylla's dead. Tiamat is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know where the other Titans. They're just defeated, or they're
Hiding, or yeah, something. Man, if only they were able to implement the Pacific Rim somehow, man. Oh, it'd be so fucking cool.
Pacific Rim, or the Holy Trinity would be somehow. Daiei said yes to fucking Legendary, and then Gamera shows up.
Oh yeah.
That would be like a Holy Trinity that everyone would be like, it took an American studio to what two Japanese studios couldn't agree on.
Yeah.
Explain how this works.
I know, right? Yeah. Let me ask you something to wrap up this show. All right. I actually thought about this for a little bit. What do you think is gonna come first? A Godzilla versus Gamera film, or Marvel vs. Capcom 4? Which one will come to existence first?
Well, again, with the recent resurgence, again, new life for Godzilla because of -1 and
Yes.
Godzilla Kong.
Yes.
Probably Gamera, but remember, Gamera has not seen the light of day since like mid 2000s.
Yeah. With
It's
yeah.
it's locked in fucking Daei's vault,
Yeah.
super tight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see the Godzilla versus Gamera showing up again.
Yeah.
'Cause, again, we did have the Netflix one recently, so it kind of brought new life. I wouldn't go get past them like Daei asking like Toho for some like pointers of how to revitalize the character.
Yeah.
I'd probably do a Shin.
The Shin Gamera, yeah. For sure. Yeah. But no, no versus Capcom 4. Damn.
Marvel vs. Capcom 4 is like a fucking pipe dream.
Right.
It's a pipe dream that is tangible, but forces at work will say no.
Yeah. Definitely can kind of see that. Interesting though. But because with Daei and stuff, it's such a. It is also a pretty hard reach. Pretty, for whatever reason, difficult situation. But yeah, I definitely see it being a little more foreseeable than Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Just because, like you're saying, like Godzilla cross Kong, and then of course -1 with Godzilla inside of things, and then Gamera got the Netflix anime, so that is something. But there definitely needs to be a movie of this time to see if people are interested in Gamera. Definitely needs some sort of Shin rendition or something, right? Keep it classic, almost like bring back Gauss.
Classic.
Yeah, bring back Gauss.
That's the thing too. If they did a Shin version of Gamera, it's probably gonna be like how he was introduced. His first iteration, where he was just a monster.
Yeah, just a monster on his own. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't until later on, I think it was the Heisei period of him, is when he became the child protector of children and the earth and stuff.
Actually, I think that started like relatively early in the Showa.
Mid-Showa?
Yeah, somewhere in Showa for sure. Because I watched one of the old ones. It was the first Gamera versus Gauss. And yeah, like he's already like saving the kid and shit. So I was like, oh, okay, wow. And even have you ever watched the very first one?
The black and white
The
one?
black and white one?
Yeah.
He's
I
already
have the VHS.
Yeah.
I have the VHS.
that was
That's
already
all
like
right.
hinting. Yeah, that was already hinting him being like, you know, fond towards children, you know, like a savior. So,
Yeah.
but they didn't say like, oh, he's outright the guardian of children or something. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't yet.
he wasn't yet. But there was already hints of it. So it was already like it was kind of already built into a sort of persona slash DNA sort of thing. So I don't know. They definitely have to play around with that though. Yeah.
It was just Toho trying to, like capitalize basically on Godzilla's reign, because Godzilla went from destructive monster, then he had that weird phase where he was for the kids,
Yeah, the hero. Yeah.
and then went back to monster.
Yeah. And then Heisei was anti-hero. And then,
And then the Millennium was like, we gotta kill him.
we gotta kill this guy. This fucking guy.
He's like, we have to kill him. Yet you have Mickey, the psychic, going like, no, we gotta protect him. It's like, girl, just say you love him.
And like the Final Wars, man, that was man.
Final Wars is it's pretty much you either love it or you fucking hate it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, what the hell? What am I watching?
Final Wars is like, holy shit.
What's going on?
Oh no, it's just Final Wars. Just
Oh yeah. No, in general, I was like, what the hell am I watching? But this is awesome.
Like, you're just staring, like going like, yeah, this is a thing.
Yep, it's happening. Godzilla. Yeah, fucking King Caesar fucking kicks the shit out of Anguirus, and then you see Godzilla being like a goalie for some reason. He's like, oh. So yeah, it's so strange, but I love it.
Yeah, we did see, like they're making fun of the what you call it? The American Godzilla.
Yes,
90.
Zilla. Yeah,
Yeah, Zilla.
yeah. They purposely made the CGI look bad on them, and they just pulled
Really horrible.
really horrible, and then they blow the shit out of him, blow up the shit out of him in like Australia. In the what do you call that? The thing in Sydney. I forget what it's called. It's like that dome thing. I forget what it's called. It's like it might be like an auditorium or some sort of big ass theater, but I don't know. That iconic building, they blew it up. Yeah. And then like that shit, that one scene when they're in New York. Oh my, no, the fucking depiction of how they think cops
How
and
New Yorkers are.
yeah, how New Yorkers are. Oh my god, that was so funny. Again, that's why I'm like, wow, what am I watching? This is awesome. I don't know what I'm watching. And then you have Dom Frey. Dom Frey,
Yeah.
with the samurai sword, beating the shit out of the aliens. And I think that was also the last time we saw that one actor, one of the staple actors for Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. And yeah, Godzilla, man, gotta love it. So I think there was one more thing, if not, oh yeah, okay, one last thing, very extra, but I thought I wanted to bring this up. It involved with Steven Smith, who hosts his show, and he's like answering questions on Twitter. And this question was, at 6'7", 269 pounds, do you think Mewtwo could beat LeBron in the game to 21? And this is what his answer was.
At LM_Prex, Prexs, right? At 6'7", 269 pounds. Do you think, what is it, Mutu?
Mutu?
Pronounce his name, Mutu? Mutu could beat LeBron in a game to 21. 6'7", 269 pounds. One-on-one, right here. You know? Well, he's shorter than LeBron, but he weighs more. You know? Well, it says here, I don't know. Abilities, pressure, unnerve hits. All right, so he's got composure. Psychic, yeah. He can anticipate moves and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe he could pull it off. I mean, from the looks of him, he might scare LeBron. LeBron might want to shoot nothing but jump shots. Might not want to come near him. That'd be a problem. And that long tail, you never know. Might strip him. Yeah, I can say that. It's a miracle. I'm not saying it definitely would happen, but it's possible. It's possible. Let's go with that.
Yeah, it's possible. Oh, he's just so funny. Oh man, I'm glad that he's willing to answer questions even if it's like out of his like realm. He's trying
a comfort zone.
Yeah.
He's just like just staring like, the fuck is this?
Yeah. Move to? Is that how you say it? Oh man, thank you.
Actually, like his like nephews or like
Yeah, his kids, the kids, yeah, the kids.
The kids are just staring like, I don't want to go visit Uncle anymore. He disgraced our family. He brought this honor.
Yeah.
Hey, when is little baby Cameron's birthday? He said you're not invited.
What? Excuse me?
He said it's Mewtwo, not Mewtwo, you bitch. Just hangs up.
Hangs up. Yep. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Thank you, Stephen Smith, for that. All right, so let's wrap up with that. It's been a week, but we did it. We actually didn't have too much to talk about, but we
Too much though. Like,
yeah.
You know how we roll.
We roll, yeah, exactly. But hopefully we can get rid of this curse, man. It was still happening. Even like extra new curses, like it's always audio. Hopefully coming through, but it looked like it wasn't. I don't know, because it had like a yellow exclamation sign. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, what the hell happened? Yeah. I don't know how that happened. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully most of it is intact.
Intact.
Yeah.
For those with their your gotcha games, good luck on your pool.
Oh yes, yeah. Gotcha.
For those playing Fortnite, have fun with the new season.
Yes.
It's fucking chaotic as fuck, and it's fun. I'm already level 37.
God damn. Shit. God damn.
Hey, I want to get to level 54, I think it is, for the power armor from Fallout.
Yeah, it's the Wasteland theme, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Still, I don't know why Magneto's in there. I guess it's prepping for the next chapter.
Oh, like mutants or some shit. Yeah.
Well, the next chapter is Marvel theme, and it's gonna focus around Doctor Doom.
Secret Wars.
So, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I am waiting for. I need Billie Eilish to get out of the fucking rotation and bring in Metallica for the jam session. Because it's like, damn, they got Metallica. How censored are these songs gonna be?
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, thank you very much, and we'll try to be back for next week. And just hopefully, well, this episode comes out on Tuesday, so hopefully everyone had a good Memorial Day. I'm gonna as I record this, I'm gonna have a 3-day weekend, so that's pretty cool. And then hopefully people by the time they hear this, were able to enjoy a 3-day weekend as well for those who are in school or have a government job or something, or a federal job, whatever. Yeah, or just a job that celebrates federal holidays. But anyways,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yeah, it's like, are we off of work? I'm not.
Yeah, well, that's Home Depot for you. I mean, you could take it. Don't you have days off?
I have set days off.
You have any PTO or
I'm saving that.
yeah, true.
It's like, I'm saving
True.
that, bitch.
True. Use your sick day then.
Saving that as well.
Saving that as well, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
What did you recommend for?
Alright.
We just buy this.